This is on, I think. Okay. Oh, for God's sake. Oh, Jesus Christ. Is my hair okay? Okay. Hello everyone. Welcome to my new video. This video is about why I moved to China alone. Let's begin the video. So why did I move to China? Well, how do I start this? Okay, so I used to live in Manchester and I used to work in a supermarket. I didn't like working in the supermarket and I used to get the bus to work every day. When you get the bus to work every day, you see the same trees, you see the same buildings, and I started to get bored. Nobody wants to see the same trees every day, the same people every day. I just couldn't deal with that, and so my life got really boring. I needed a new adventure. So what I did was I went on Google and thought, what did I type in? I typed in something like travel and earn money. And then what came up was teaching English abroad. So yeah, they came up on my Google search and I thought, okay, so travel abroad and teach English. I could speak English and they didn't need any teaching experience. So I was like, perfect. So I went with an agency. We had to pay for our flights and that's it really. And then they placed us in a summer camp in China. Yeah, and I thought, it's a different country, it's Asia, and I want to get away from Manchester. I just need to go. So that's one of the main reasons I moved to China. So I also wanted a lot of freedom. A lot of freedom to make my own decisions, learn to pay rent, learn about bills, and learn to be more independent. I think living with my parents, I was always a little bit of a princess.
Wait, you can't do this to me! I'm the princess!
My parents, they always did everything for me. Cooking, cleaning. I never had to lift a finger. So I wanted to kind of learn to be more independent, even learn to cook. I'm still learning cooking. But yeah, so I wanted to be more independent. So then what happened? Now I've applied for my teaching English in China and I got the job. It was very straightforward because they just need people who speak English. That's it. When people move abroad, they get nervous and they think that, there's a language barrier and you might feel lonely or something. But when I remember the day before I moved to China, I wasn't nervous. Naturally you would feel nervous going to a brand new country to live there. But I wasn't nervous. I was more excited because it's a new world. It's a new world for me. And you're just entering the unknown. And because I love adventure, it was a perfect fit for me and it's what I wanted to do. But when you arrive in China, it's crazy. Like, I've never experienced any of that. Yeah, China was crazy in my first few weeks. I don't think I got culture shock. Like, a lot of people say they get culture shock, but I wasn't shocked. I was more like, okay, this is what they do. I'm okay with that. Because you can't tell people to live how you want to live. So you just like accept their way of life. Yeah. I think coming to China, I wanted to save money. So like when I was living in Manchester, I was working a minimum wage job, working in a supermarket, and I would save no money at the end of the month. Maybe like I'd save about £50 a month. Like, that is how bad it was. Like, it was minimum wage. You know, what are you going to expect? You're going to get like, you just don't get any money. One of the main reasons I moved to China was also to travel. China is very close to all the Asian countries like Thailand, Philippines, Cambodia, and it's cheaper to fly from China to those other Asian countries. And yeah, I wanted to travel around all of Asia, and I did that. It was amazing and so cheap. I mean, Europe is expensive, but Asia is cheap. And yeah, so when you move abroad, you meet different people from different cultures, and you become more open-minded. I think overall, I think moving to China alone is the best decision that I've ever made. You know, you learn to be independent, and people might think that you might be lonely because you're not surrounded by your family. Mr. Lonely. But I don't think that's been the case. Like, I've always been a bit of an introvert where I like to spend time by myself. Like, I go to the cinema alone, I go to the restaurants alone. I do everything alone, and I like it that way. Whereas if you don't like to be alone, then there's like expat communities. You can join societies, you can join group activities and stuff. So you're not really alone, even if you live abroad. There's always people around who are like-minded. Yeah, so you're never going to be alone. I just choose to be alone. But also, like, I do love being with my family. Like, I didn't leave to get away from my family. Like, I love being around my family. But I think you can't really grow as a person if you live in the same city. You know, like, because everybody is so similar. They think similar to you and they eat similar things. Whereas when you're traveling abroad, you're traveling and you're in China, you learn like their way of life. Yeah. I'm trying to think of other reasons. Like, what else is there? I don't know. I think even though you are like alone in the country, you learn a lot about yourself. You know, you learn to enjoy your own company. If anyone ever decides to move abroad, do it. Like, it's life-changing, and you learn so much. Like, you learn even more. You become more patient as well. Yeah, do it. Move.
Do it! Just do it!
Okay, so this is the end of my video. Because of lockdown, I can't go outside, so I thought I'm gonna sit down and just talk. I know it's like, I know nobody gives a shit about why I moved to China, but I give a shit. So that's the main thing.